Come on, Annie. Let's go to the movies.
This is the Cinereelists episode 734. My name is Zach.
And my name is James.
And we're here to talk about movies and movie lists and movie obsession for the next hour or so. How's that sound, James?
That's a bingo.
That's a bingo. That's a bingo. You probably couldn't even hear that.
Couldn't hear it. I heard it in my head. I heard it in my heart. Kyle is not here today.
And it's been a while.
Yep. It's been a while since you should have played the first sound effect.
Yep, it has.
Kyle's not here. He's missing out on Toy Story 5. Do you think he's heartbroken?
Chiwetel Elijah 4.
Okay.
I don't think he is.
Sometimes, James, you get the soundboard and you become a monkey, just enjoys pressing buttons.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Ooh, Daddy's mad.
If you do enough Kyle buttons, people might think he is on the show.
Let's pick some winners.
Come on, Zach. Let's get going. Let's pick some winners.
Good job, Daddy.
When did he say these things?
I don't know. It might be AI.
Okay.
Let's rank some characters.
Well, we're not going to do that today here, Kyle. What are you talking about? Get out of here.
Oh, poor little Carl.
Are all of yours just Kyle things?
Carl's
What do
not
you have
here
for-
right now.
Do you have any quotes from you?
From me? No.
Yeah.
Why would I quote myself?
Why not? Maybe
I'm
you're
a Palm
quotable.
Tony. Got my dillies on a pepper tank.
You really are just a
I am a Palm Tony. Whatever that
glutton
means.
for button. You're a glutton for button.
100%. Yeah. So welcome to the show.
Thank you.
This is episode 734. It's the rare 6 p.m. recording, Zach.
Yeah.
I don't think,
It's
have
gonna
we
be-
ever recorded at 6 p.m.? I know we've recorded like earlier on in the day, but never like mid-evening or whatever.
I mean, early days, maybe after work.
Yeah, that's possible.
Are you feeling fresh?
No, I meant to
Oh.
take a disco nap and it turned into like a 2-hour nap.
What is a disco nap?
You never heard of a disco nap?
No. Is this like you start the music and just
No. Disco nap is like a 20 to 30 minute nap.
power nap?
Yeah, I think it's because you're at the disco and you're dancing, but you're feeling tired and you want to like re-energize. So you lay down just enough to
Where?
wherever you can.
In the disco?
I mean, I think that's the
places
origin. People aren't doing it at the disco anymore. I mean, they might be. I don't know. I'm not at discos, so
There aren't discos.
I bet there are in Italy.
Okay. Discotheques.
Sure. Yeah, so you take a like if you go over 30 minutes, supposedly, roughly, you enter like a certain level of sleep where you actually get more tired when you wake up. But if you stop it before you hit that threshold, you wake up mildly rejuvenated, I would say. But if you go 2 hours, then you're like in deep sleep. And when you wake up, you will be very groggy. And that's kind of where I am.
Okay. I understand the idea of a power nap. Okay.
Yeah, power nap, disco nap.
I just
whatever.
didn't understand that there's a term called the disco nap.
Maybe there's not a huge age gap between us, but maybe there's
Could be
just
generational.
enough that you've never heard the term disco nap. And I
Could
have.
be, yeah, absolutely. I mean, when you were born,
1977. Yes.
disco was a thing, right?
Yeah, I think so. Wasn't it like 78, 79 when people started burning the disco records and rock?
People were burning disco records.
Oh yeah, because disco had taken over pop culture, and like all the rock groups were like, we hate this crap. We don't like disco music. We don't like that everybody loves it, and so we're gonna revolt. And so they started like burning the records. They would have radio stations would have like burning parties where all the radio station fans would come with their disco records, and they would just throw it in a big old bonfire.
Okay.
It was like burning bras, but for music nerds.
I've never heard of that.
You've never heard of this?
No.
Well, you got to watch the History Channel more clearly.
The History Channel is only like ancient aliens and.
All right. I've been listening to a Tom Hanks podcast where he just goes through World War II. It's because it's sponsored by the History Channel. That's why.
Okay.
I-
How relevant to today's episode?
0?
Tom Hanks.
Oh, right. I guess in that way it's right. Have you watched or listened to Dead Eyes yet?
I don't know what that is.
What? Okay. I'm not going to sell this a whole lot because you should go listen to it and I don't want to spoil it. But the premise of the podcast, which started pre-pandemic and stopped maybe a few years after, was this guy. He had like 4 lines in that HBO show that Tom Hanks produced, the military one, not the Pacific, the other one, the one that's like
The
kind of
submarine one.
no, the one that's like Saving Private Ryan. It's like a military World War II. Band of Brothers. So this guy, he's a young actor. He gets this role, and then the casting company that kind of helped him get the job calls him in and tells him that he has to perform. What do they call that? Tryout,
Audition.
re-audition, because Tom Hanks thinks he has dead eyes and might want to recast him. And so he has to go into this audition thinking, I have to fix my dead eyes. How do you even approach that note? It's just who you are. You know what I mean? And like, he's never been told this by anyone. He thought he was a perfectly normal person, a good actor, blah, blah, blah. That's why they give him the job, a million thoughts. And of course, they don't give him the job. They recast him. And it destroyed his confidence. And so the podcast is about failure and him trying to figure out what exactly Tom Hanks meant by he has dead eyes. And so he interviews everybody but Tom Hanks. You know what I mean? Like everybody involved in the story, he gets on, he goes through the story over and over. Every episode kind of has a bigger moral to it, like a lesson he learned or whatever. It's really good. It's called Dead Eyes. I won't take up any more time. Although I do have another podcast I want to suggest, but we'll save it for Patreon or something.
Okay.
But that one's good. And it's a done podcast that has a beginning, a middle, and an end.
Great.
It's very
Does he
good.
talk to Tom Hanks at the end?
You'll have to listen to find out.
I'm not listening.
He definitely
unless
talks to
Tom Hanks.
Hanks.
Okay. That's Tom Hanks' son.
He definitely talks to Hanks.
So he doesn't talk to Tom Hanks.
If you want to spoil it for yourself and you
No,
don't enjoy
I get it.
life,
I get it.
then
I get it.
please do
it's
a Google
podcast
search.
about Tom Hanks that he never talks to Tom Hanks. I get it. That's fine. He talks to Tom Hanks's twin brother voice guy.
Tom Hanks does have a brother. He does
Yeah.
Woody's
Yeah.
voice in some
Yeah.
things. Yeah.
Mhm.
So he might be talking to that Tom Hanks, or he might be talking to Chet Hanks. You don't know.
I just know it's not Tom.
I didn't.
Do you know
say
one of
that.
my favorite thing that people do is on trash cans where it says thanks, they put a period after the T and then a picture of Tom Hanks. I think that's hilarious.
I also think that's pretty humorous.
No.
I think we can agree on
All right.
that.
Can we get into it?
Let's get into it. What are we getting into today? We're getting into the movie Toy Story 5. But before we do that, we need to remind you there's a video version of this podcast on YouTube. Go check it out. Watch while you listen and throw us a subscribe while you're at it. Why not? Also, you could support the podcast on Patreon, patreon.com/Cinereelists. Support the podcast, get extra after show audio, amongst other Cinereelist swag. Heck, you could even find out which podcast I'm going to recommend to Zach about an hour from now. I know you're all clamoring. Don't hold back. If you don't want to give us any of your money, you could just leave us an Apple Podcast review. We'd appreciate that. 5 stars only. You could also send us an email, heyguys@cinereelist.com. Send us an email with a comment, a question, a list suggestion, a movie suggestion, or anything else you can cook up. And we will likely discuss it on a future episode of the podcast. And one more thing before we go. If you want to win a vintage t-shirt from the 2002 M. Night Shyamalan movie Signs, you should send us an email telling me exactly why you deserve that t-shirt. Estimated value on eBay, roughly $75, $80. So even if you don't want the t-shirt, everybody likes $75 to $80, right?
It's true.
I mean, you could just send me an email and say, hey, I deserve the t-shirt because I need $75 to $80 and I'm going to resell it. Maybe I'll give it to you. You never know. This contest ends when I decide it does. You ready to talk Toy Story 5?
I have to.
You have to. That's what we're here to do. We can't leave until we do it. So we might as well resign ourselves to our fate here, Zach, and talk Toy Story 5, which is in theaters now. We're going to talk all about it right after this clip.
Snappy! Atlas! They're still here! Bossy Cowgirl, we have to turn it back on!
No! No way! The last thing this world needs is more devices.
What? You're just gonna shove them back in the dark forever? Do you have any idea what that's like?
Fine. We gotta make this quick.
Yes!
Number one, you made number
Snappy!
Morty?
Is it really you? Is it really me?
Oh my goodness,
Yes!
you look great.
The double A team is back!
Mom brought us inside after that tantrum Blaze had, and we never saw you again.
So tell me, what did I miss?
Oh my gosh, well, we've been down a long time too. Oh, but look, I can show you how first and second grade went.
Yeah. Please do that. Yeah. Look at her. She's so much older.
I know, right?
She's adorable.
Oh, she got bangs that year.
Wait a minute. Where is that?
That's Disneyland.
Come here. That's me in a pocket.
Flush. You both went there?
Mhm, for reals.
It's so beautiful.
And, that's the last of it.
Next, it was just a spinning rainbow wheel. Then, darkness.
My entire SD card flashed before my eyes.
That was Toy Story 5, a 2026 American animated adventure comedy drama produced by Pixar Animation and Walt Disney Pictures. Toy Story 5 was directed by Andrew Stanton with a screenplay by Andrew Stanton and Kenna Harris and starring the voices of Tom Hanks, Tim Allen, Joan Cusack, Conan O'Brien, Scarlett Spears, Greta Lee, Shelby Rabara, Michelle Harris, and Craig Robinson, amongst others. The official IMDb plot synopsis for Toy Story 5 is Woody, Buzz, and Jessie and the rest of the gang's jobs are challenged when they're introduced to electronics, a new threat to playtime.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Introduced to electronics. I mean, there were electronics in the other Toy Story movies. There was like a speak and say or whatever it was called and a couple other things here and there. I mean, not the same as like an iPod or an iPad or something like that, but
yeah,
it's still electronic, right?
Yeah. No, it's a great nitpick.
How dare they? I hated it, clearly. What'd you think of Toy Story 5, Zach?
Toy Story 5. Okay, so Toy Story started it all, right? It's the OG.
It really did.
And
I literally did.
What? Yeah, I mean, in a small way, yes.
In a small way.
What I will say, it literally did not start it all.
I mean, it as far as like movies being 3D animated, it started that.
Yes.
It didn't start the world.
Exactly. So I would say 3D movies is a small part of it all.
Okay.
But yes, it started that.
Sure.
You brought literally into it, and then I got nervous.
Gotcha.
Now we're at Toy Story 5. Did you ever think in your heart of hearts when let's say we're 5 to 6 Pixar movies in, that Pixar would be putting out a 5th installment of a movie?
I did not think that. I never even bothered to think about this at all. One way or the other. I'm not like completely shocked that they got to the 5th Toy Story movie. It feels like Toy Story is the only franchise they own that might be able to bear the weight of 5 movies on some level. But yeah. So I'm not shocked, but did I predict it? Nah.
Yeah.
Did not do that.
I'm a fan of Toy Story movies. I would not say I'm a super fan.
Okay.
I watch all the movies. I don't necessarily rewatch all the movies.
Which ones have you not rewatched?
I have not rewatched 2, 3, 4, or 5.
You're telling me that as much as you needle me about my opinion on Toy Story 3, you've only seen it once.
Yeah.
Insanity.
Why is that insane?
I think I've seen it 4 or 5 times. I know that movie, and I know why I don't like it. You have some weird nostalgic memory of it. You barely can recall any of it. I bet you only remember the incinerator part, which is like 5 minutes of the movie.
James, it's not weird because that's the majority opinion of the film.
I bet if you rewatched it now, you would agree with me more than your memory.
James,
you'd be like, what is all this annoying crap? Just get to the incinerator.
It only works the first time, James.
But does that make it a good movie? It only works once?
No, it makes it a good experience.
Okay. Well, are we talking about good experiences here or good movies?
Well, with Toy Story 3, we're talking about a good experience.
A little bit of both, to be honest. Whenever we talk about movies, it's a little bit of both, for sure.
Let's say Toy Story 3 does not hold up.
Mm-hmm.
Why subject myself to that? I had a great experience. Arguably, it can't hold up the second experience as well as the first time because you know what's going to happen. So it's already
That's not true
worse.
With all movies.
But with this particular experience, it's true.
Because
I know what's going to happen.
You wouldn't know because you haven't watched it a second time. It might get better on rewatch. Some movies do that.
You know, I have enough clues from other things in life that I could make a reasonable guess.
So you're telling me that Toy Story 3, not a good movie.
You in my life.
Not a good movie. You're saying Toy Story 3, not a good movie, a good experience.
I have no idea if it's a good movie.
Well, there you go. Then you can't tell me that my opinion's wrong because you have no idea if it's a good movie.
Well, you're saying what I can and can't say now?
I'm just saying.
After our 250th anniversary as a country of free speech, you're trying to tell me that I can't tell you.
You can say whatever you want. It's a free country.
You've watched a movie you don't like 4 times, and you're lecturing me.
I didn't say I didn't like it.
Yeah, you've said that plenty of times.
No. I didn't say I didn't like it. I said I don't understand why everybody loves it so much. Why it's like their favorite Toy Story movie when it's clearly not the best Toy Story movie.
Keep watching it, and maybe you'll also never get a clue because if you didn't get it the first time, if your heart was stone the first time you watched it, it's never gonna.
Why do you think I watched it like 4 or 5 times now?
You're trying to capture a disappearing dragon, James. But
I mean that's possible.
You got to catch it the first time.
I've rewatched movies that like were hyped that I was nonplussed about, and I saw what people saw in it, and I got on the train.
I don't think nonplussed means what you think it means.
Nonplussed means like you don't really care about it, but you don't hate it either.
I don't think it means that.
What does it mean?
I don't know.
Well,
I don't think it means what you think it means.
Kind of hard to challenge my definition when you don't even have one yourself.
Are you? I just know it doesn't mean that.
Okay. We're looking this up. This is going to be the longest Toy Story 5 review ever.
This is important for Toy Story 5.
Okay.
Because you'll have to tell me if you were nonplussed about Toy Story 5.
Okay. Nonplussed does not mean what I think it means.
Thank you.
Nonplussed is an adjective. So I'm kind of using it the right way there.
You used it in the right participle.
That means completely bewildered, perplexed, or at a loss for what to say or do. Now, that is never applied to me at all. So I guess I'm nonplussed about nothing, essentially. Like I can't be nonplussed about something.
You're plussed.
Because I have
constantly.
I have opinions whether I need to or not. That's for sure. But
yeah. But you're frequently nonplussable to other people.
Okay. In the same AI definition.
You didn't even go to an actual website.
No, I didn't. It says there are actually 2 meanings of this term.
The wrong one that people use so often.
Hold on. Interestingly, in modern usage, it is increasingly used to mean the exact opposite: unfazed, unbothered, or unimpressed. That's the way I'm using it. The modern way.
No, but the modern way is people have used it wrong so much and so often that you have to add it as a definition because language is alive.
Well, there you go. There's lots of words we use in different ways now than, like, I don't know, the Romans used it that probably didn't even speak English in Roman times.
As long as you understand that the way you're using it is only now a definition because it's been used wrong.
It's fine. I bet most people know it as this, and therefore...
Oh, that's how everyone uses it.
I'm right.
That's how everyone uses it.
Yep. I go
Toy
with
Story 5.
I go wherever the masses go, Zach. I'm not a trout or whatever the fish are that fish upstream.
This is like begging the question.
Yep.
Everyone gets begging the question wrong.
Begging the question is like what? I demand the answer. What does that mean?
If someone says, well, that begs the question. Yeah.
That means like, that's the real question. Right?
No, I think that is what people think it means, and that is the wrong definition of begs the question. Okay. Anyways, how this applies to Toy Story 5. I wasn't nonplussed, I would say.
Which definition of it? Come on.
See what uncertainty you've added to the lexicon, James. I will say this about Toy Story 5.
Mm-hmm.
This is a well-mined, what do you mine? Mine. Well-tilled earth. And yet it's still really good. I mean, they're really good at this. And Toy Story 5 is so far above like a cheap, quick DreamWorks sequel.
Mm-hmm.
It is so beautiful to look at. And it tells a extremely coherent and tight little story with characters that you care about for some reason, even though they're super random characters. And I was into it. I have things that I don't like about the movie.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think this is essential cinema, but Pixar can make a really good Toy Story movie, and I enjoyed my time in the theater.
I mean, that's basically where I stand. I see Toy Story 5 as a reboot of Toy Story 1, a modern reboot. We're like 31 years later or whatever it is at this point. And I think they just quietly rebooted Toy Story, essentially. It's basically the same story as Toy Story 1, but you swapped the gender. You introduced some modern twists, basically, in the quote-unquote electronics toys. And you let it burn from there. And it worked in 1995. It's working in 2026 with this movie. I was pretty impressed with how well they kind of like covertly just kind of told the exact same story that they've already told. I mean, it's not the exact same story. It's definitely, there are some differences, but the core of it, a child, you know what I mean? A toy. The toy's helping the child get to where it needs to get developmentally. The toy's going through an existential crisis along the process. Like all those elements, they're just kind of, they've carried through all these movies, but they've just kind of like reset kind of the scope of the movies and reset it back into kids' bedrooms and front yards type of thing. And I thought that was kind of masterfully done. And the fact that these movies, the bulk of which the characters we've lived with for quite a while now, can still feel fresh, even though they're kind of retelling stories they've already told, I think is a credit to whoever the writer was and anybody that worked on it. I was actually kind of surprised watching the movie. I was like, wow, this is working so much better than what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be an extension of Toy Story 4, which I didn't have huge problems with. But by Toy Story 4, we moved so far away from that kid's bedroom that it's just a totally different thing at that point. They moved it right back in, and it felt natural and comfortable and like a warm blanket again.
Yeah, totally. And they did something that you would think that they would never do and pulled it off, which is Woody is not the main character of this movie.
Yeah.
Right. They took this guy that is like the center of these movies, and he's kind of a side character. He's not the main character, and it works. It worked fine.
Mm-hmm. Totally. Yeah. I guess they gender swapped not only the child in the movie, but they also did the, main protagonist toy. Yeah. And not that the gender swap is even like that important. It's just impressive that it just kind of happened and there's no acknowledgement of it. There's no, you know what I mean? It wasn't about that. And I think that's why they got away with it so perfectly. I don't even hear people complaining about it. Can you imagine if they like did this with I don't know, if like a new Harry Potter came out tomorrow and like the main character was a female, and well, maybe not Harry Potter, but
there is a Harry Potter TV show and people are complaining about it.
Yeah. People complain about everything, but
Sure.
but yeah, I don't hear a buzz about this. No pun intended, in a negative way. I also don't hear much about it at all. How about you?
Well, no, I don't hear anything about this, but you know, it's doing business.
Is it?
Oh yes, it has the second largest opening for an animated film.
Okay, that's business for sure.
Opening only behind Incredibles 2. Opening weekend was
Incredibles 2 is the only other biggest opening weekend.
Yeah, it made 160 million opening weekend.
Wait. Are we just talking Pixar movies? Because I feel like the Mario movies do better than that.
Super Mario Galaxy movie made 131 million opening weekend.
Okay.
This made 160 million.
Wow. So maybe like my sources, they're just so far out of the Toy Story kids movie loop that's why nobody talks about this movie.
Sure.
I don't know. Or maybe people are just burnt out on Toy Story, and the ones that are out are out. They're not going to experience it until they hear something like this, you know.
It's probably going to be the highest grossing Toy Story movie. It's definitely going to go hit a B.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
So it's doing the business.
Nice. Awesome.
And it has positive Rotten Tomato scores, positive reception. People are liking it.
Did it beat 4 in the Rotten Tomatoes war?
No, it's the least of all the Toy Story films.
Really?
For Rotten Tomatoes.
Interesting.
But they're all over 90%.
Sure. I wonder if there's any other franchise that's gone 5 films deep at a 90% Rotten Tomatoes score. That is
5? No.
That
there's
is
no way.
high. Yeah, that is high.
Toy Story 1, 100%. Toy Story 2, 100%. Toy Story 3, 98%. Toy Story 4, 97%. Toy Story 5, 92%.
I don't understand. Maybe it's just because critics are adults and Toy Story 4 has a more adult storyline. You know what I mean? The existential crisis in Toy Story 4 is like very more adult related in my mind than like how a kid would relate to the toys. Whereas Toy Story 5, I feel, brings it kind of back around. So I wonder if that's why they like 4 better than this. You know, we're splitting hairs. I think they're both comfortably in a 90 percentile in my brain too. But I feel 5 is just a much better. It's certainly a better single watch than Toy Story 4. If you sat down and watched Toy Story 4 cold without the context of the first 3 movies, I don't think it would perform as well as it does. Whereas Toy Story 5, you could just not watch any of the other ones. Watch Toy Story 5. It's a great standalone movie that happens to link to the Toy Story world.
Yeah.
Do you think they're setting up this kind of soft reboot because they're just going to keep making these? They're going to like soft remake all the other ones right behind this one, or?
It's hard to know. I mean, this one was directed by
Andrew Stanton.
by one of the lead writers, right? Yeah, Andrew Stanton.
Yeah, who directed the other ones?
Those were okay. So number 4, that was directed by Josh Cooley.
I don't know that name.
Josh Cooley did Inside Out.
Okay, I like that movie.
Toy Story 3 was directed by Lee Unkrich.
Yeah, he's done a bunch of Pixar movies too, right? I believe.
Toy Story 2, Ash Brannon and John Lasseter.
Okay.
And Toy Story was John Lasseter, wasn't it?
Yes. Yeah. All right. So they've, short of John Lasseter, nobody has directed 2 of these. It looks like. Which is interesting. I mean, Toy Story 1, Toy Story 2, you're talking 90s movies now. So it's been a while since that guy has been in the director's seat on these things.
One of the things that did stand out to me that is not supposed to is I'm watching this kids movie and all of the voices are like 60 and 70-year-olds.
And you can kind of hear it.
You can kind of hear. So for instance, Jessie is the main character, right? Voiced by Joan Cusack. Like it just sounds like,
old Joan Cusack.
Yeah. Retired Joan Cusack, and it's just because these movies are 30 years old, right? They've been,
and Tom Hanks does sound different now.
Yeah. And he's in his 70s.
Right.
And so is Tim Allen. And, and so it's a little odd to be watching a kid's film and all the voices are like, the elderly.
Retirement age. For sure.
Yeah. And so that stood out to me a little bit. Conan O'Brien is in this film.
He was amazing.
So he was great. And just because Conan O'Brien is great, it was really hard for me to forget that it's Conan O'Brien.
Really? I didn't know who that was until the credits rolled.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Because he's doing Conan O'Brien things.
It totally made sense when I saw the name on the screen. I was like, oh, okay. That's why that character was being like that. That totally makes sense to me.
Do you have voice blindness?
I don't think I do, but I didn't think I had face blindness, but I think I do now. So maybe I have voice blindness too.
Voice deafness? I don't know what the PC term is. Yeah, he was really great. I really liked when they were in pretend mode. I mean, the Toy Story movies do this, but when they go in pretend mode and we get to see their little plays.
Oh, I remember them going to pretend mode, but I feel like this was the first movie that actually changed the look of everything when they do that.
It was a really cool. There's one transition in particular where like it just clicked over into that other look, and it's like that was cool. That was nice.
Yeah, it's like a softy yarnish look where everything gets like a strange texture and like a weird what do you call that? Vignette around the outside, like a little Vaseline feel to it, which I don't know how you do that with 3D animated stuff. Like make it look Vaseline without like I just don't know how you tell a computer to simulate that.
Just tell it.
Well, we'll get there, Zach. As it stands right now, I don't know how computers simulate that. Yeah, I was really impressed by that. Not only that they executed it well, but that 5 movies in, they were like, we're going to take this story element, because normally they keep it grounded in the real world, but like now you're in space, even though the kid's playing with the toy and the toy is in space. So now you're in space, but like the visual representation doesn't have a completely different look to it. Whereas in this movie, they changed it so that it was like a completely different look when you were in imagination mode or whatever you want to call it. And from an artistic perspective, I was like, I mean, they had like an established thing here 4 movies in. And then in the 5th, they were like, nah, we're going to change it. It'll be good. We're not going to worry about that. We're just going to do what we think is best. And I think they pulled that part off. You said you had problems with the movie. I'd love to hear some of your problems.
Oh boy, buckle up.
All right.
No, I didn't have any major problems with it.
Okay.
The old voices that stood out to me. The transparency of Conan O'Brien, which I know you can't relate to.
Right. Do you wish you didn't know that? Did you recognize his voice, or did you just know that he was in it
right away?
Okay.
And he's like doing his face, like he does his like, you know how he does like he has certain jerky movements that he does. He'll go like, like that.
Yeah.
And his character was doing that, which I thought was cool. I thought it was fun. They're really good at using characters. Like they create a character, some sort of electronic, and then they make what he's capable of integral to the plot. It's incredible how they accomplish that. Like there's 3 electronic devices that are like friends, and each one of them plays this like a central role several times in the plot. And it's like, that's so integrated.
For sure.
Thematically, this movie hit me hard.
Because you have young kids, right? They all want to be on the devices. In
a couple weeks, I will have an 8-year-old girl. And this is the main girl is an 8-year-old girl, who struggles to make friends and like, all those kind of things.
That blows my mind. Your youngest, I saw this on Facebook the other day, is 6?
6. He's 6.
That is mind blowing to me. That's
Yep.
crazy that you have an 8-year-old and a 6-year-old.
Yeah. He just graduated high school. He's going to be going to Carnegie Mellon next year.
And you're going to teach him how to shave in a few years.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Are
you ready for that? Are you ready to teach a child how to shave?
I got to learn how to shave myself first.
All right. You and me both, buddy.
Yeah. So all of those things were super relevant to my life. The whole movie I'm watching, and I'm like, oh, I should show this to my daughter. Oh, I should not show this to my daughter. Oh, I should show this to my daughter. Oh, I should definitely not show this to my daughter.
Why?
You know what I mean?
Just you think she'd learn the wrong lessons from it? Or
no,
what?
it's too real.
Oh, okay. You think she'll have like a little existential crisis?
Yeah, several.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have they seen any of the Toy Story movies?
No, they haven't.
What are you like? Is there a reason?
Not necessarily. There's been a lack of interest.
Okay, that's a good reason.
And I also the Sid neighbor character is pretty scary with all those like deranged toys and stuff like that.
Sure.
I think that would mess with them. But I mean, they've seen pretty much every other Pixar movie. They just haven't really shown an interest in Toy Story. They love sequels though, so they, without a doubt, they love the sequel to a movie better than the movie.
Okay, interesting.
So like they like Aladdin 3 better than Aladdin. They like Lady and the Tramp 2 better than Lady and the Tramp.
Okay.
It's just all sequels.
Interesting. Maybe because the sequels don't mess with all the, upfront setting the stage. They kind of jump into things
Just
a little
gets into it.
faster. Maybe.
Lion King 1.5. They like better than Lion King.
Do you guys do Moana?
Yeah, Moana.
Okay. Have you seen Moana 2?
Yeah.
Good? Bad? I never saw it, but I remember having good vibes about the first one.
Good vibes.
Okay. Maybe someday when I don't want to watch, I don't know, some horror movie, I'll watch Moana.
James, is there ever a day that you don't want to watch a horror movie?
Well, 100%. I don't even like horror.
Hey, I watched Obsession.
Ooh, we should have been talking about Zach. Next week we're talking Obsession.
Okay.
I think we already did an episode of Obsession.
Yeah, you and Kyle did an episode of Obsession.
But somehow, some way, we're talking about Obsession, even if we add something else onto it.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot to talk about with Obsession, right?
There is a lot to talk about with Obsession.
Unfortunately, there's not a whole lot to talk about with Toy Story 5. It's just a fun, very well-made kids movie.
Super well made. It is incredible that human beings can create visually something like this.
Yes.
It's incredible.
Yeah. We don't have to go deep into this, but when do you think we will cross the line from like human beings had an intense production grip on what we see in a movie versus like how much of this was the creativity of an AI? You know what I mean? Like we know that day is coming when it's like, oh, certainly humans had something to do with this. It didn't just come out of nowhere, but how many humans compared to like how many, like you, I don't know if you stayed for the credits, you normally do, but so many people involved.
Did you stay to the end credits to see the rap song?
No.
There's a end credits scene where they rap.
Who raps? Conan O'Brien?
The characters of, the minor characters of the movie, like Cheese with the sunglasses, or the cheese pizza with the sunglasses.
I never considered that this movie would have a end credits song.
It does.
But also, I shouldn't be surprised. Remember the first 2 Toy Story movies had bloopers at the end of them?
Yeah.
They should bring that back. I think the problem is we're so good at 3D animation, there's not many bloopers anymore.
Well, they're never like, well, maybe like Monsters Inc. had fake bloopers. Remember that?
Yeah.
That was the best.
I think the first Toy Story had real render issue bloopers. And then they turned it into a joke in later Pixar movies. But
I think every movie should have bloopers and photos of the actors next to their credit.
100%. 100%. Yeah. I like that idea.
Pixar prides themselves on no AI was used in the making of this film.
Okay.
And so I think for the next 20 years, they will not use AI to make Pixar films.
What does that even mean? But we don't have to go into it, but they're using AI. They might not be using generative AI to generate the visuals in front of you, but somebody on that team is using AI. If they're using a phone, they're using AI.
Okay. Not in that sense, James.
Okay. Well, then you can't tell me AI was not used.
Well, It's like, yeah, come on, James. They didn't intentionally use AI to create the film. Obviously, there's computers in the clocks. Okay, well, you know, there's things they can't control. But I'm just saying they went out of their way to not use AI.
You're telling me that Pixar is not leveraging AI to make tools that make their animators more efficient?
I don't know.
If they're not, they're stupid.
Yeah, Pixar is stupid. My guess is they are just, their line is generative AI.
Sure. I understand that. I understand declaring like what you see on the screen, that was done by hand. I'm cool with that. But let's be clear about what AI is being used and what's not, because there are worlds of difference. When people just say I hate AI, I'm opting out. I'm like, well, you better go put your head in the sand then, because it's going to be everywhere. You're going to pull up to the drive-thru and make your order. It's going to be AI, so you might as well keep driving if that happens. You know what I mean?
Well, your car has AI in it.
Right, exactly. Like you cannot opt out at this point.
The sand is silicon. I mean, come on.
For sure. Back to the movie.
James, just so you know, and for our listeners at home, there's a thunderstorm going on right now.
Oh yeah, my dogs are freaking out.
And occasionally my computer shuts off during a thunderstorm.
Okay. So do we need to stop what we've recorded so far and then pick it back up just in case it cuts?
It could be prudent, James.
Okay.
I'm just saying it could be prudent.
How?
I'm just gonna let's stop it and start it immediately.
Okay, we're gonna stop. You're gonna hear a little bit of sound, and then we're gonna come right back.
James is gonna play some sort of interlude music.
Right. Here we go. And we're back.
That is how you protect against thunderstorms.
If you're hearing this part of the conversation, the power did not go out.
Well, it could have.
Well, I mean, if you're hearing it, it did not go out. Yeah. But if you're not,
what if they're hearing this? What if they're hearing this part of the conversation after the power had gone out before?
Oh, and then we picked it up. No, we picked it up right away. And if you're hearing this, then it did not go out.
In fact, you listening at home, it probably took longer to get back to us than it did in real life.
That's possible. Completely possible.
James, are you going to put like a 7-minute intermission?
No, I'm going to play Girl from Ipanema.
Okay, good.
Waiting, hold music.
Yeah, for sure.
For maybe 7 seconds and then come right back. Yeah.
Perfect. Absolutely.
So Toy Story 5, Zach, have we said what we're going to say? I feel like we didn't really talk about the plot, but I don't think we need to. It's Toy Story 1, but with some twists, and the formula works.
I would just say plot-wise, it's very prescient. Yeah. I mean, I talked about this a little bit, but like this is something that every parent is thinking about and dealing with, right?
Yeah.
Like it's almost like an arms race with other families. Like they're all on devices or getting cell phones or having screen time, and like how much can you fight that versus like making your kid like a weirdo by like not doing those kind of things. Like that's the struggle that every parent is thinking about right now.
I did like that kind of like modern twist on it. It made sense to me that that's where they went with kind of like a soft reboot of the Toy Story series. At the same time, and I get maybe this is just a relevance thing. You're in this zone, this perfect time period where like this is extremely relevant to you, and maybe like the section of people that applies to is just kind of constantly moving based on the age of their kids. But I feel like as a bigger discussion, like a pop culture discussion, this we were having 7 years ago. 8 years ago, you know what I mean? Like I think people identified a long time ago that like screens might be a problem. You know what I mean? Like iPad kids are now in their teen years at this point, like the first gen of iPad kids. And so, but I think it's just one of those problems that's like never going to go away. It's just who it applies to maximally is constantly moving as time moves. So I guess it's kind of evergreen, but at the same time, I could see people being like, yeah, that was a problem a while ago, but my kids are grown, so what do I care about this? But I think they do it well. I mean, my kid was never an iPad kid, and it still worked for me. I understood the conflict, and it made sense to me.
Yep.
I just like, I think the bigger story here for me with Toy Story 5 is like, there's juice left in the tank. And I thought, not that I thought it was going to be awful, just that it was going to be not something I can really be all that excited about because I've seen it. And while there are things in here that I've seen, I didn't mind them leveraging the stuff that always worked and introducing new things, trying new things visually, story-wise. I was far more impressed with this than I ever thought I would be. I thought I'd be nonplussed by it, and I wasn't.
Also, I will say there was a moment where I got a little teary-eyed.
What was that moment? Because I also did that.
I don't want to spoil it, but there was some digging involved.
It's been 2 or 3 weeks since I've seen the movie.
Okay. Well,
some digging.
I still don't want to spoil it.
Can you give me half more of a hint?
It was outside. Let me ask you this, James. Can you remember the point where you cried?
No.
Okay. That's awesome.
I think it was on the hill towards the end when they're riding things.
I don't want to get too into it.
That's all I said, on the hill.
Oh, one other thing I liked, I appreciated, the villain of this film is not a bad person.
Yeah.
Like Lilypad is the antagonist, but everything she's doing is for the good of the kid in her mind.
Yeah.
And that makes for a good villain.
It's a little misguided, but like misguided in an attempt to do the right thing and just not having all the information or like having a self-centered view of like what the best thing is.
Yeah, for sure. Or not taking time to learn their kid, but yeah.
Right. I also thought this, more than any other movie, did a good job of like putting us in the brain of the child a little more than the other movies. Like Inside Out works so well because you're literally in the brain of the child. You're like experiencing their emotions and experiencing the world through like these proxies for the child. And in this one, the little girl at the heart of it just has such a bigger role than Andy ever did. You know what I mean? We didn't see a whole lot of Andy getting picked on or whatever. And the toys reacting to that. It was more the toys trying to survive Andy. And in this one, they flipped it a little, and I just, I was impressed by that for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else with Toy Story 5?
No.
And I think I'm done too. Not with the movie though. I want to rewatch it when we finally get the chance to do it at home. I'm definitely gonna not wait on this too long, just because I had so much fun with it the first time.
You want to see what it looks like on the small screen? I get it.
Yeah, on my 13-inch tube TV. I'm gonna rewatch it on that.
Black and white. Yep.
Or remember those little clip things that kids used to have that had like 30 seconds of a music video on it? Do you remember these? Had like 30 seconds of a Britney Spears song on this little cartridge that you'd put in a player.
I think I remember that.
I forget what they're called. Clippies or something like that. I don't remember. Okay. Zach, what are you going to give Toy Story 5, letterbox style, out of 5 stars? Hit me.
I thought it was 4 stars.
Okay. But now?
Toy Story 4.
Oh, I thought there was going to be a follow-up.
No. Toy Story 4.
Toy Story 4 stars?
Yeah.
Okay. I also gave it 4 stars. But after talking about it and like feeling good vibes about it, I feel like I want to bump it, but I'm not going to. I'm going to wait for that rewatch.
Yeah.
Just, I have to follow my own rules. You can't just bump it up for no reason. You got to rewatch it at least. There's no.
Whoa, that's a rule. That's a personal rule you have.
That is a standing rule. Yeah. It's not only my rule. That's a general letterbox rule.
No, you always ask us if based on our discussion, we want to change our rating.
Well,
and in your head, you're quietly thinking if they change their rating, they're breaking the rule.
Well, if you go to my letterbox, you'll notice Toy Story 5 not logged yet. So you can change it, but once you've logged it, it's set in stone until you rewatch. That's the rule. It's called the letterbox log rule.
I didn't know you followed the LLR.
Zach, now I know. I had an idea for like a Chrome plugin that makes Letterboxd better, and you call it Betterboxed.
Do it.
I don't know what it'll actually do yet.
Oh, you just have the name.
I just had the name.
Yeah.
Nobody steal that. Betterboxed. I don't even know how to make Letterboxd better, but there's probably a way.
Do you know about the tool set for Letterboxd, the tools website?
Yes. I meant to talk about that on like a Patreon or something. We'd never really gone into it, but a listener sent it to us, right? At some point.
Yeah. Letterboxd.tools.
They should really rename to Betterboxed.
Ooh, there's an atlas now. This got better since I was in here. There's an atlas.
What does that even mean? An atlas, like a map?
There's a map of film. It divided into countries of like types of film.
Interesting. I will have to check it out.
Wow.
All right. So we've got
you're in the horror country.
I'm in the what do you mean I'm in the horror country?
It places look, I'm gonna plot a user. Yo JRB.
Oh, it tries to place you in the world based on your viewing habits?
Yeah. No, it doesn't do that, but it should.
Well, if the Letterboxd tool people want to take my name, they are the only ones that are allowed. Everybody else, I claim it, Betterboxed. But since they already built something and it's pretty cool, and I can tell some care and craft have gone into it, they can take it if they want. But
okay, no, wow.
I'm what?
This is cool.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Why is it cool?
You don't watch a lot of Indian cinema, do you, James?
I really don't.
Well, I can see that.
I really don't.
I can see that.
I mean, would you say you watch a lot of Indian cinema?
More than you?
Well, yeah, but more than me is like twice as much as me, and I don't watch that much. So
do you know your biggest region, James?
The United States?
The acclaimed canon.
What does that mean?
What's your biggest region? Do you like acclaimed movies? The acclaimed canon.
Who doesn't like acclaimed movies?
Well, you certainly do, James.
Yeah, so do you.
I'm not making any claims about me or anyone else. I'm saying you.
How dare you. Anytime you tell me some region. Tool has told you what my movie habits are, I take it as a personal attack.
Yeah, you're so offended that it thinks you like acclaimed movies.
Because I don't like being pigeonholed by technology. All right.
Sorry, man. Your next multiplex of madness.
That's my next region.
Yeah, 66%.
Multiplex. What does that mean?
No, it's
sci-fi
multiplex
adventure
mainstream.
type thing.
No.
Oh, okay.
Your region completion. You've watched 78% of acclaimed canon and 66% of multiplex mainstream.
That sounds about right.
Yeah,
I'm fine with it.
But James, you're way behind. Honestly, this is a problem. You're way behind on your Indian cinema.
I don't really care. No offense to Indian cinema or the people that make it. Probably not going to happen. Whenever you make something that breaks into mainstream English speaking conscience, I will sample it. But I am not watching 4-hour musicals from India. It's just never going to happen.
James, there is only one film from Blockbuster Fantasyland that you haven't watched.
What's that movie?
Crimson Peak from 2015.
Oh, a GDT movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I literally have it on the shelf behind me and I've never watched it, but I do.
It's a beloved modern classic, James.
It's a gothic horror movie. Your favorite, Zach.
Yeah. There's a reason I have not seen it.
There's a reason why I have not seen it either. I don't like gothic horror movies. I don't like horror movies at all.
Well, what can you do, James?
When people say you should watch this horror movie, you know what I ask? Is it elevated? Because if not, I'm not into it.
You've never said that in your life.
Well, I just did. Okay, let's move on from Toy Story 5 to quick.
Wow, James, my highest region is the acclaimed canon.
That does not shock me at all. The fact that you went through like all these super acclaimed lists makes total sense that that's the bulk of, maybe not the bulk, but the focus.
Do you know what I'm missing?
What?
Corpse Bride, Alice in Wonderland, Bram Stoker's Dracula, Raw, The Craft, Sweeney Todd.
Oh, you might like The Craft and Sweeney
Suspiria.
Todd. Those other ones I don't think you're going to like. You might like Suspiria. Is it original Suspiria or Tom York's Suspiria?
Tom York.
Oh, the new Suspiria.
Yeah.
You
It's
should
all
watch
just
the
so
new. The
predictable.
new Suspiria is definitely elevated horror. It was. That movie did not get enough love. It was really good, but very disturbing for sure.
James, I've seen 100. Do you want to hear the ones I've seen 100% of?
Sure.
The Essential Top 100.
Okay.
Amblin era blockbusters.
All right.
Everyone has seen it.
Okay.
Serious grown-up drama.
Okay.
Elite spy in action.
Uh-huh.
Prestige sci-fi.
Okay.
Epic saga franchises.
All right.
Idea-driven sci-fi.
Uh-huh.
And elevated genre breakdown.
Elevated genre breakdown.
Yeah.
Is it
And
describe?
1990s event spectacles.
Sure. You've seen 100% of all of those.
Yes. They're non-exhaustive.
Sure. Can you say what the URL for this is too, just for the people that are listening?
It's letterbox.tools.
Letterboxd.tools. Wow, they actually used the Letterbox name in there.
I think Letterbox makes it.
What? Why don't they just build it into the dumb website then?
No, I take that back.
Okay, good.
I took it back.
Take it back. Yeah, they should. I mean, Letterbox, they have to know, right? They have to know this exists, and they're like, yeah, we should do all this stuff. Why don't they? So dumb. It's probably because they got bought by a venture capital company and they don't want to actually invest in the technology anymore. They're just letting it ride. All right, Zach. Let's quick rank the Toy Story movies. You want me to go first?
Yeah.
All right. Number 5, Toy Story 4. Not a bad movie. The fact that it's at number 5 should not be any signal that I don't like Toy Story 4. It's just my least favorite among 5 movies that are good, if not great, I would say. My number 4, Toy Story 3. Again, 90% of that movie is annoying. The last 10 minutes of it, pretty good. That pretty much saves the entire movie for most people. For me, it, made it a mostly. I probably wouldn't like Toy Story 3. I wouldn't say I hate it or think it's garbage, but it would be like probably middle to lower middle of my ranking without that little last 10-minute scene. It's the one people always talk about. It's a great scene. And the buildup is brutal as far as these movies go, for sure. My number 3, Toy Story 5. I think it lands square in the middle. It might possibly be Toy Story 2 someday, which is my number 2. I just need more time with it to determine that. Toy Story 2, the Toy Story I've seen the most because my son was the ripe age for Toy Story 2 when it came out. Or like in that zone, that was like his favorite of the movies that were available to us at the time. And so I saw Toy Story 2 over and over and over again and never got tired of it. Also, my number 1, never got tired of Toy Story 1. I could pop it in right now, enjoy it from beginning to end, even though I've probably seen it a dozen times at this point. I probably know more about it than your average person.
Wow.
But that's my quick rank. Where do you land?
Okay. I have to say, I told this at the beginning. I've only watched 1 multiple times.
Right.
So to be honest, I don't remember 2 or 4 very well at all.
Okay.
2, I think there's a prospector. Jesse's in it. I think it starts with a really awesome runaway train sequence. That's all I remember from 2.
Okay.
I told someone the other day that I didn't like 2 to get a reaction out of them, and I thought they were about to slap me. They're like, "Shut your mouth."
Wow, who is this? They're very violent about their kids' movies.
Honestly, I thought maybe they're taking steroids or something.
Because they had an adverse reaction.
It was
Toy
such
Story
an
2.
aggressive reaction.
Yeah, for sure.
It also made me wonder, maybe Toy Story 2 is an awesome movie and I just forgot about it.
I don't know if it's awesome, but I think it's worth a poke someday.
Gear is the word I wanted to use. I couldn't think of gear in time, so I said steroids, but I wanted to say that they're on gear.
Okay. I've heard that. It's slang for steroids, right?
It is, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like, it's when steroids has a negative connotation. So bodybuilder types
change it up.
Use the word gear because it doesn't sound like they're cheating as much.
Right.
Yeah.
Now it's just like equipment.
Right.
So I have 2 and 4 tied for 4th place because I don't remember them.
Okay.
In enough fidelity to truly rank them.
Okay. Fair enough.
5 is number 3. 3 is number 2 because there's that one scene that's really good. And 1 is number 1.
Okay.
Because the OG, it started it all, literally.
Can you imagine if we had gotten like a bad movie as the first 3D animated movie? Do you think we'd still live in the world we live in right now?
Yes.
Okay. I think we would too.
It would just have less animated films in it.
It would certainly have less good Toy Story movies in it.
Well, what if the first one was bad and then all of the others were exactly the way that they are now? It would have improved.
You're right. You're 100% right. I think the big question is, long term, is Toy Story 5 a better first Toy Story movie than Toy Story 1?
No.
Long term.
No.
I don't.
No, because there's a billion buzzes. That's weird.
I loved that, by the way.
Well, it's fine, but it's not a better than having one buzz.
Yeah.
As an intro.
I guess.
It's confusing.
Yeah. I guess. I think I'm over belly aching about them making more Toy Story movies now, because short of 3, like 90% of 3, I mean, they seem to be doing it. You know what I mean? They're keeping the quality up enough that I'm engaged.
Now, I'm remembering more about 3 as we're talking. You didn't think that Ken was funny in 3?
I thought he was annoying. The Ken and Barbie stuff was only slightly less annoying than the big teddy bear mob boss stuff. It was so annoying. All the children in that movie are annoying. Like all the, kids in the, whatever that, the childcare or daycare. That whole movie just, I'm ragging on it more harshly than I really should because it wasn't that bad. But it's just, there's nothing there until that last scene. It's, if we made a list of movies that were saved by the last scene, that would be number 1 with a bullet. Spoiler alert. I can't think of any others that were saved by a last scene, but I'm sure they're out there.
Yeah. Nice.
We should do that list someday.
That'd be a great list.
Movies that are saved by their third act.
Yeah. I like it.
100%. Hard to research though, so maybe not. All right. We've talked about Toy Story 5. We've quick ranked our movies. Our time here has come to the end, Zach. It's the end of the podcast. Thank you for joining us for this episode 734 of the Cinereelists Podcast. We appreciate your listenership as always. Don't forget, you can check out the video version of this podcast on YouTube. You can support us on Patreon. You can leave us an Apple Podcast review. You could send us an email. You could try to win that vintage t-shirt from the 2002 M. Night Shyamalan movie Signs via email. You could do any and all of those things right now. Links are in the description. Also, you could follow the podcast on social media on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, or Facebook at Cinereelists, or you can follow me on my personal Letterboxd or Blue Sky at YoJRB.
You can follow me on Twitter or Letterboxd at Shaubin.
Zach and I will be back next week. Kyle's still out. He's on summer vacay, we're going to call it. And so he will not be here next week, but Zach and I will. Did we decide what we were doing literally in this podcast? I don't remember.
No.
Oh, we're going to talk Obsession and something else probably. Something like that. If you haven't seen Obsession, maybe see it, because Zach and I are going to talk about it at some point soon. Yeah, so regardless, we will see you next week. Until then, keep it cinereal.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.